Hi, what is your name?
I'm Neva.
Hi, Nada. So can you tell me, what do you do for a living?
I'm a software engineer.
Okay, and so you're full-time remote, correct?
Yes.
And how long have you been a software engineer for?
I started April of 2022, so 2 years now.
And what did you do before that?
Before that, I worked really seasonal jobs. So I was working as a bartender, graph guide, worked at a ski rental shop. Yeah, I was working summer jobs, winter jobs, 2, 3, 4 at a time.
Okay, and so what made you want to change doing seasonal work to be able to work remote?
Yeah, so when the pandemic hit, I was so stressed because I was unemployed because nobody was, going out to bars or going on vacation really for the first part. And I was also in my mid-20s and having a crisis. So,
As we all do.
yeah, I felt unchallenged, not challenged by my work, and I really knew I wanted to travel. I know I had a lot of student debt I had to get out of, and so I started learning JavaScript during the pandemic. Eventually I took a course, a 3-month-long course, and then, I started freelancing, which I didn't love. Freelancing is not for me. And then I got this job, and I did make sense. So I'm for both jobs. And here I am.
Amazing. So what exactly did you have to do in order to get this job? So you said you were studying JavaScript and then you took a course. So can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, it was just a little bit that's just kind of insane, pretty miserably hard. But a lot of it was just learning, and then a lot of it was freelancing and just sort of reaching out to people who needed web dev work and giving a lot of free help and updating my LinkedIn. Honestly, LinkedIn was the reason why I got the job I have, which I feel like is the worst form of social media. But don't tell my boss that. But yeah, he messaged me on LinkedIn and asked me to apply, and I did, and I got the job. It was kind of a random way to get a job, though. I don't think I'd submitted so many applications for that and was about to give up. I'm not gonna lie.
And then you did it.
And then I didn't, and now I'm here.
Amazing. So, and then how long have you been wanting to be a digital nomad for?
I don't know if being a digital nomad is something I wanted to do, but I knew I wanted to travel full time. And so this is just the way that it happens for the time being. It happened. I worked really hard for it. But yeah, so I guess kind of the two things go hand in hand. I lived in a vacation town for a long time, and there were all these digital nomads going there. So I thought, seems like a good idea. So
amazing. So you do not need a college degree to be a software engineer?
No, I have an English degree, so super useful. I would say that if you want to get into software engineering, that you should like languages and puzzles. I thought it was really happy, but it's really just a lot of telling your computer what to do and doing puzzles all day long. So it's really fun. It's interesting.
Amazing. And so how long did it take you once you decided to go back studying to actually from beginning to end studying to be able to become a software engineer?
Yeah, I started studying March of 2020 when the pandemic started. I took that 3-month course that fall after teaching myself for a little while. And then I freelanced for a year and a half, sort of on and off while working other jobs. And so honestly, 2 years, but I wasn't very aggressive with the job application process. I was sort of disenchanted by the whole cover letters, resume deal, but I'm sure you could do it faster if you tried harder than I did.
Okay, so your lifestyle is very unique, different. You went from seasonal work to now being a software engineer, and you're traveling the world. So how would you say this transition has been from doing that to having a job with you?
Yeah, okay, so the weirdest thing for me is that I am from a vacation town, and so I saw a lot of people coming into the town, working their seasonal leave, and then leaving, and I felt this little tension with them, well, how could you do that, come here, just leave and use all this stuff and then go? And now I find myself on the other side of the coin, and so I don't know, I think about that quite often. It's sort of what my role is in the places that I go, and how, it's really weird to explain, but I really love traveling and I love being in these places, and I feel much more myself when I'm here. So I just think about the ways that I could maybe, alleviate the negative impact I have on the places that I go. because I found that to be really difficult where I'm from.
Okay, cool. And any advice or tips to people that might be working a seasonal job or attending like you work and they want to maybe become a software engineer or become a digital nomad?
Yeah, so I think the thing is that my job allowed me to study because I worked at night and then I would study during the day, or, if I was working in the summertime during the day, I could work during the day and then study at night. But it really was just a lot of work. It was a lot of sacrificing my super fun, activities to just work towards something that I thought I wanted. I wasn't even sure. But I knew I wanted to change.
Okay, cool. And do you have any advice for people who want to get a career in software engineering and travel the world?
Yeah, don't spill coffee on your laptop. Get all the protectors that you need for your laptop, because if you need to replace it, it's very difficult. That's all.
That's all. Okay, what kind of person do you think would enjoy being a remote software engineer?
No. Software engineers are weirdos. I think you kind of have to be like a weirdo that wants to travel and like puzzles. I mean, if you want to learn another language, you can learn JavaScript and Spanish at the same time. It's fun.
What kind of advice do you have for someone who's like stuck in their hometown, they're struggling, they want to leave, they want to travel the world, they want a job, they feel like they're not capable, but they want to have this lifestyle, and what would you tell them, or would you tell your younger self who is in this position?
Yeah, I think I always knew that I really wanted to travel and like go to different places. That's how I ended up in a vacation town in the first place. I wanted to do something different than suburbia. And I think the thing that I didn't know was that you have to make a decision and then it doesn't happen immediately. I wanted to start traveling the world and doing it full time. I decided to try to become a digital nomad, and then it took me 2 full years to get to a point where I had a job, and then I wanted to be comfortable in my job before I could travel with it. So it took me 3 years to start studying, to start traveling. So I think you just have to be really intentional. You have to really want it and stuff. It's not as easy as everyone makes it look, or as it can look online. I'm sure it looks really easy to people when they look at my Instagram, but it's not.
Well, and do you want to keep traveling the world? What's your plans? What are you planning to do?
Yeah, I do. I left home for just the winter this year, and I think that I'm gonna keep traveling indefinitely now. As long as I can. I really like it. So
amazing. And would you recommend this type of a lifestyle to anybody?
I don't think it's for everybody, but I think if it's something you want, it's definitely worth it. You can meet the coolest people and do the coolest stuff. And, there's a lot of days where I finish work and I go surfing for sunset, and I just cannot believe my life. And I just feel like it's really important to be grateful for those things you can do. I don't know, decide that that's something you want. There's a lot of comforts that you don't have anymore when you're traveling, like the grocery store you're used to, or whatever. Living in your second language is
amazing. And what do you think is the hardest part about being a nomad?
Finding the internet. I actually,
that is some true, honestly.
I actually don't know. It's all kind of difficult. I would say that this lifestyle is the opposite of easy.
Why do you think it's not easy?
Well, because there's always something, the internet can go out and you have to emergency relocate, or you spill coffee on your laptop and you have to fly to Mexico City to get a new one, or I don't know. I didn't know Spanish when I got here. Now I do. So you have to learn a whole new language at the same time as you're doing the job well. It's really fun. It's meeting, and it's also you're always meeting new people, trying new things. It's a lot. I think it's a lot of stress for your body to be underreceived, to be good at pulling back sometimes and relaxing and resting, which is hard to do.
That definitely. And do you regret anything, traveling, studying software engineering, doing seasonal work, any regrets?
No, I do not regret any of my 20s. They were the best. They were very stressful. And I worked a lot, but I still work a lot now. And no, I don't regret anything.
Amazing. And how old are you right now?
I'm 31 in June.
Woohoo! So you started digital nomading at 30 years old.
Yeah, I did. I got a late start, I guess.
There's no such thing. So that means that like you can start traveling literally whenever you want. You can change your career, and I think that's something so unique about you is that you live to start your lifestyle. And you've done that, the seasonal, and then you said, you know what, I want something different. I want something more out of my life, and I want to. And you did that. You started studying something new, and you got a job doing something completely new, and then you didn't even study. And that takes a lot of courage to do it. To even do that, and then go travel in a world where you might have internet issues or spilling coffee. So yeah, that's amazing.
Cool. Thanks.
Yeah, and if one more question I would say is for somebody who wants to be a software engineer, specifically someone who wants to become a digital nomad who's probably with this job, what would you suggest them doing? For the very beginning, like where should they go? Should they look online?
Or like resources.
Yeah, resources. What resources do you have for people?
Yeah, the way I started was I found some like programs online. I found codeacademy.org, freecodecamp, or codeacademy.com, freecodecamp.org, all these like online things that have like software engineering tracks. And I just self-studied those for a while. And I think that education is really important. I think that education is really important in general, but doing a little bit every day is what I did. And then also going and taking like a program. There's a bunch of like week camps, they call them. I did this, but they're really helpful. They have a lot of resources and they teach you a lot of the things that you need to know. But I think the main thing is to just be like really stubborn, make a decision and stick to it. And then if you like it, then awesome.
Okay, so yeah, Code Academy, it's for free. You did that, and then what did you pay to get like for the study to be able to be a software engineer? Like what did I pay for school? Yeah, like which school did you go to? How did you find school?
I went to General Assembly, which is like a pretty popular boot camp, and had a friend that went to one called the Turing School, and there's like a ton of people online right now.
How do they look for it?
I just Googled it, honestly.
What exactly do you type into Google?
Software engineering.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, amazing. Simple. It's okay. Just want to clarify for everybody.
Yeah. Software engineering boot camp. And then I had some friends that have done them. And they were like, oh yeah, you should try this. I know someone who did this. I kind of told my network, meeting my friends, that I was looking to do something like that. And they sent me on the way. And yeah, I took out a loan to do the school, which I think was worth it. I think education is like the most important thing you could expect to let me on. So that's what I did.
Amazing. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.